Hello and welcome to the Fifth Horse Down Sports Desk. I'm your host, Christopher Colgrove, from the very popular Pointless Point podcast. And here to talk all things sports with me today is Bryan Coleman. Bryan, say hi to the people.
Hello, America.
As you can tell by his beanie, Bryan, you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, I take it.
Correct.
Okay, so give us a little bit of your background. What got you into sports, Bryan?
Whole families, Cowboys fans. Since I was a kid, I played sports, so just always been into sports.
Did you play sports at all in high school? Like, were you a star quarterback on any team? Or?
No, I played baseball in school. I wasn't about to break my neck over a stupid piece of pigskin.
I see. So, what do you think then about this this Romo deal?
Kind of stupid.
Kind of stupid? What do you mean stupid?
Well, let's take for the fact that, okay, first of all, no one's worth $100 million.
How is he not worth $100 million, Bryan?
Well, let's see. $100 million, yeah, that's great. But who's to say the same thing's not going to happen to him that happened to Michael Vick? 2011, Vick has a great year. 2012 rolls, they award him with a $100+ million contract.
Right.
2012 comes by. He's out pretty much half the season with scrambled eggs for brains, with concussions.
Okay.
So now Philadelphia is out that money, and they're already talking about reconstructing his contract.
You do realize that not all of it's guaranteed money, right?
Yes, I do understand that.
Okay. How much of Romo's deal is guaranteed?
$55 million.
$55 million. What happens if he wins the Super Bowl this next season?
He'll probably end up like Flacco.
And what does that mean?
Flacco also just got a $100+ million contract for winning the Super Bowl.
I know, but
I don't know how much
end up just like
guaranteed.
Flacco?
Well, I mean, my point is, what do you do if that person gets hurt? Okay, Dallas.
Well, that's the risk you take.
Okay, yeah, but the Cowboys, for example, they've got no good backup quarterback.
Who's your backup?
Let's see.
How do you know if they're not good if you don't know who they are?
Kyle Orton.
Kyle Orton? He's not bad. He's not,
He's decent, but I don't think.
Okay, I'll agree with you in the sense that Tony Romo is not worth $100 million. But what happens if he wins like 2 Super Bowls? Do you think the reason the Cowboys have not been successful is because of Tony Romo?
The reason they have not been successful?
Yes.
No, that'd be Jerry Jones.
Okay, high five. I agree with that. Okay, so 6 years, $108 million for Tony Romo if he lives up to his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And you're okay. And you're not okay with that.
The money aspect, no.
The money what?
The money aspect.
The money aspect. Okay.
The $100+ million.
Okay.
Like I said, no one's worth that much money, no matter how good you are.
Okay, so if you hate Jerry Jones, you don't like Tony Romo, why are you a Cowboys fan?
Well, I didn't say I didn't like Tony Romo. He's a good quarterback. Jerry Jones, on the other hand, is an idiot.
Well, you did. Okay. Romo. Bryan, we have it on video now, Bryan. So the next time that Romo loses a game for you guys and you just talk about they need to fire him, we have it on video that...
oh, man, I say that every week. Fire this person. Fire that person.
What is the deal? Why do you say that? Do you think that's really the answer of firing somebody for a bad game?
If they ain't getting the job done, I say, maybe decrease their pay.
How?
Pay cut.
Okay. Moving on. NFL offseason. Who have the Cowboys signed?
Well, they just recently signed...
Tony Romo, we know that.
Well, yeah, but he was already there. But the offseason, they just signed 2 defensive players. Will Allen and... I can't remember the guy's name. He played for Detroit.
Okay, I'm going to need your predictions for this next season, Bryan. What are the Cowboys going to finish? How many games are they going to win? And do they make playoffs?
Playoffs? No. I'm going to say 7 and 8.
Well, that's 15 games in a 16-game season. So
okay, 7 and 9.
7 and 9, okay.
The Fifth Horse Down Sports Desk is brought to you by the Pointless Point Podcast. Watch for Season 2. Coming soon.
Okay, Bryan, NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Miami just lost. They had the second longest winning streak in NBA history. How do you feel about that? Are you glad they lost?
Actually, I am because I hate Miami.
Okay. Don't you hate the Lakers as well?
No, I'm a Lakers fan.
Why are you a Lakers fan?
I've always liked the Lakers and Chicago.
Imagine that. Anyway, LeBron.
Yeah. What
Talk.
about him? Well, personally, he's like the biggest crybaby in the NBA.
Okay.
The slightest little foul, he's going to cry to the refs.
Okay.
And then, just like every 2 seconds, if he even looks at the ref, here comes the whistle blow.
Like, give us an example. Like, last year in the NBA Finals against Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any specific examples from that? Because I know that was a big
Well,
issue for everybody.
There was one I remember. Kevin Durant was guarding him. LeBron was, I think he was shooting for a three or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Barely taps his wrist, you know, like that after the ball is released. The refs wasn't going to call it, but LeBron complains, and then they call a foul.
So, LeBron shoots it, gets hit.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't
Oklahoma
enough to mess up the shot or anything. Now, yeah, I understand that. Okay, the Bulls, for example, when they played them just this past week, I don't remember the Bulls player, but he pretty much just tackled LeBron going up for a layup.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, that I would call.
Even against LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I hate the guy, yeah.
Okay. That's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul. Now, I did read to where there's like a lot of talk about maybe doing away with intentional fouling.
Like flagrant fouls?
Or anything intentional.
What'd you read about that?
That's actually on ESPN.com.
Huh. What'd they have to say about it?
Oh, basically how it takes away from the game. You know, the crowd gets into the game, you know, up and down or whatever. And you intentionally foul somebody, so that brings the morale down in the game.
I had not heard that, but so what I'm hearing is you would be mad if LeBron won MVP this year.
Not necessarily mad. He's probably, as much as I hate the guy, he's one of the best players in the NBA right now.
Is he not the best?
Not the best.
Who's the best?
Alive?
Right now playing.
I would say right now the best alive playing right now, in my own opinion, would be Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, really?
Yeah.
Why Kevin Durant, Brian? Let me ask you this.
Yeah?
Let's break it down by stat categories, okay? Scoring.
You know the stats.
Well, no, just categories, not actual
Okay.
stats. But let's say scoring, okay? You want Kevin Durant or LeBron James in your team for points?
For scoring, I'd say Kevin.
Kevin Durant, okay? Agreed. Check one. Blocks. Shot blocks. Who do you want, Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
Considering Durant is smaller than LeBron, I'd go LeBron.
Okay, check one, LeBron. Rebounds. Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
I'd go with LeBron because LeBron's like a beast.
Check two, LeBron. Steals. LeBron or Kevin Durant?
I'd go with Durant because the kid is small and scrawny
Okay.
and speedy.
Give you a small check over there. Assist. Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
I'd go with LeBron
Check one, LeBron.
because Durant pretty much carries Oklahoma City.
He has Russell Westbrook. How does he carry it? He has Serge Ibaka.
Well, let's put it to you this way. Durant has the ball most of the time.
No, he doesn't. Russell Westbrook has the ball most of the time. That's why Russell Westbrook has all the turnovers. Anyway, forget.
I won't argue with that.
They lost James Harden. Oklahoma City did. Do you think that has hurt Kevin Durant's production this year?
A little bit.
You're a big Kevin Durant fan, right?
Yeah.
Why are you a Kevin Durant fan?
From Texas, he played for Texas.
Okay. Hold up. Let's go back for a second. You said that you're a big Dallas fan, right? Because you're born and raised in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you like the University of Texas
Yeah.
because you're born and raised in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
How does Chicago and LA fit into that picture?
Well, Los Angeles, Lakers. You know, I had a cousin, like I said, on my mom's side. No family in California, but it was just like they liked the Lakers back when
They were good.
they were good
Mhm.
with Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain and those guys.
Okay.
Chicago back when they had Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, all those guys.
So you're bandwagon.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Lakers. Are they going to make the playoffs this year, Brian?
Slim chance, but I'd say no.
Why do you say no?
Well, Kobe, he's still hurt.
And he's old.
Yeah, and he is old.
He's not that good anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They need to go after some fresh guys.
You agree with me? Dwight Howard and Steve Nash, do you like them at the Lakers? Or were you upset when they signed them?
He wasn't really upset. I mean, if it'll help him win games, go for it. But as we've seen this season, they're pretty much at the bottom of the food chain as far as winning games in that division.
Are they?
In their conference, they're like last, trying to get a spot into the playoffs.
Oh, okay. So they're like the 7th or 8th best team in the West.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, that's all I have for today. Do you have anything else that you'd like to talk about, Brian?
None that I can think of.
Okay. Well, this has been a Fifth Horse Down Studio production, our sports desk with Bryan Coleman, special guest. Thank you for coming, Brian.
Thank you
for having me. It's a pleasure. Hopefully we'll have you back soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. So until next time, sayonara. Say bye.
Bye.